With the help of patriots like you, we're going to produce our own metal, unleash our own energy, secure our own future, build our country, control our destiny, and we are once again going to put Pennsylvania steel into the backbone of America like never before. We are going to be imposing a 25% increase. We're going to bring it from 25% to 50%, the tariffs on steel into the United States of America, which will even further secure the steel industry in the United States. Nobody's going to get around that.
Well, somebody could find a way to get around that, actually, because it turns out that the way to get around that and paying 25% more or 50% tariff, well, the way you can do that is by giving Donald Trump $37 million to build his big, gaudy ballroom with stairs going nowhere. There's some extraordinary new reporting in the New York Times. Luke Broadwater, who was just with us, is bylined on it, about a company called ArcelorMittal. It's a Luxembourg-based firm. Doesn't sound like it's from Pennsylvania because it isn't. It's the world's second largest steel maker, and they're providing steel for the structure of the ballroom project. New York Times reports this about them, quote, "The White House has secured tens of millions of dollars worth of donated foreign steel for Trump's $400 million ballroom project." That's according to two people familiar with the plans, who spoke anonymously to discuss sensitive and private conversations. Trump spoke about the donated steel at a White House event last October for wealthy donors to the ballroom, saying, quote, "A great steel company had approached him seeking to give him a gift to facilitate the project." 2 days after the remarks, the White House issued a lengthy and legalistic proclamation with a provision that would benefit, wait for it, ArcelorMittal. The document made various adjustments to tariffs on trucks, buses, and auto parts. I want to bring in former DHS Chief of Staff during Trump's first term, Miles Taylor. I remember, and it sounds so quaint and so cute, when Donald Trump would scream at the top of his lungs, "There was no quid pro quo." Now they put him in writing and release him in White House statements. It's amazing.
Nicole, it is a layer cake of hypocrisy. I mean, the most immediate one you referenced, which is that Donald Trump has talked again and again about U.S. steel, both the company and just American-produced steel, and how his tariffs were going to be designed to promote U.S. companies. And then in his own ballroom on White House property, the America Ballroom is going to be built with foreign steel. That's the obvious hypocrisy. But then there's another layer to this, which is that corruption layer that you mentioned, that Donald Trump appears to be taking gifts from foreign governments, apparently in exchange for more favorable treatment and the possibility for tariff relief. This is exactly what you said, the type of quid pro quo that got him impeached the first time. Now it seems like we're seeing these almost every week. And then there's a third layer, Nicole, which is even though this is a European ally, companies in Luxembourg aren't tended to be viewed as hostile, putting foreign steel in a national security area is something we typically don't do. And Donald Trump has already himself said that part of the reason for this ballroom is they're building a military facility under it. Well, then why is he doing this? And I'll take you back in time, Nicole, to the 1970s, the last time America outsourced one of its very big buildings to foreign steel and construction. Well, the U.S. Embassy in Moscow turned into one giant transmitter and bug. It had to be torn down a decade later because we didn't know it had been designed to be a giant microphone to collect information. That would be one of the first worries I would have as a national security official, and haven't heard anything about the administration worrying about that.
I'm not sure who would worry about them. They're all busy telling the New York Times that they didn't support the war Trump started. I have